Welcome back to Got Wire. Today I'm gonna do a video of the G5 Turret Ultra. I got two here that I bought with my own money. I'm gonna install both these cameras on the back of my house to cover more of my backyard. These turret looking cameras, they're pretty good. I'm gonna open it up here and show you what comes in the box. Alright, in the box you have the camera here with a lens cover. You get the back of the camera with a bracket to screw it to whatever you're screwing it to. You have a ceiling tile bracket if you want to install it in ceiling tile. A little level here. Instructions. Anchors and screws. Some long bolts and nuts for the ceiling tile mount. And then you have a connector cover here to help make it weather resistant. And this little plug, I believe, goes in it to help make it weather resistant. But that's what comes in the box. And it just has this little plug here that you put you plug your Ethernet cable into. It's PoE powered. But here in the next clip, I'm going to show you installing them on the outside of my house and see how easy it is to install these. I got everything set up here. I'm going to put it in this top, was it right corner of my house or back corner of my house? And I went up there and I felt for the wood underneath the soffit, because if you screw it to the soffit, you're screwing the plastic. There's, I believe it's 2x6s or 2x4s that run this way. I'm gonna screw it into one of those boards, that way it's secure. I'm using Platinum Tools Cat6 Ethernet ends. They have a little tray. You slide the tray in there and crimp it on. And I am using just regular, good old Cat6 cable. And I will link in the description what brand cable this is. If you guys wanna buy some Cat6 cable yourself that's indoor and outdoor rated, make sure it's outdoor rated, because if not, the insulation will degrade from the UV light of the sun and it'll crack and get water in it and eventually go bad. I got the wire here strung out. The way I'm gonna get it from where it's going to my PoE switch to out here is I'm gonna tuck it in this track up here underneath the siding all the way down to my garage attic, and I'll pop it in through my garage attic soffit. And I'll show you that here in a minute. And then up here, I'm gonna screw this bracket to that wood underneath the soffit. And then this wire here, to hide the connection, I'm gonna drill a hole through the soffit and just tuck all this behind the plastic here and silicone it with some silicone. So I'm gonna get started on that. Now, since I'm running my wire in this channel right here to get it into the bracket, there's a little cutout here. You just remove that little plug, and then you can run your wire through this cutout here on the edge of it, and I'm gonna feed it in through the center here, and then drill up through the center and hide my connection inside this soffit. All right, time for the drill. I'm just gonna drill up into a soffit with a 3/4 inch spade bit. So I can get this connection and that slack on the camera up into the soffit. And of course, since I had a block of wood right above it, I had to drill at an angle to get in past the wood to get into the cavity. Now I just gotta put a Ethernet end on the wire here and get ready to aim the camera. And these Jonard Snips electrician scissors, these things come in handy. I love these things. The new ones are blue for some reason, but the old ones are red, but either color, whatever you want to buy. I think if you want the red ones, you have to buy the holster for it, but they come in handy. I love these things. It helps if you actually bring an Ethernet end up here and the tray so you can put it on the wire. With this rubber grommet and this connector here, if you forget to put it on after you put the end on, like how I did, it's actually slit down the middle so you can put it over your cable. Stupid ladybug. Those ladybugs are bad. But just put it over your cable and then put this around it, and this will help keep it weather resistant. Not that I'll need it since mine's inside the soffit. All right, now if you forget to put that on before you put the end on, that is a pain in the butt. So I would put that on before you put your Ethernet end on. Now I'm just gonna take all this and shove it up in the soffit and then screw the camera up. Do the peel. I got it screwed up there most of the way. I'm not gonna screw it all the way because there's a little lock once you screw it all the way. So I'm gonna peel this off, get it tucked and hooked up, and then aim it. Aim it is the last thing I'm gonna do. Peel that off and I'll aim it, make sure I point it where I want it pointed, and I'm gonna start tucking it down. I lifted up this metal channel here and pulled down the soffit, and I ran the Cat6 in through the front here into the camera. That way on the back you didn't see the line running from the camera to this track. This way it makes it look cleaner. So I'm gonna tuck it in this front track here, and that's easier to tuck than this one because this one's really tight. But I'm gonna continue to tuck it down to the front track here, and I'll show you the other end where I pop it into my garage attic. I got it ran out of the front track across there, and I had to cut out that little bit right there to get it down. And then I ran it over into this track here, and then I drilled a hole in through my soffit to get it into my garage attic. That's why I ran my other cables. It looks kind of bad, but I'd rather have that than bees flying in there. Figure why I'm up here, might as well run the other wire for the other camera. That way while I'm up in the attic, I can just grab both and pull them straight to my network rack. And get this screwed to the wood, and then I can put an end on, and then I'll screw the camera up there. And don't forget to put this stuff on, the anti-weather seals, before you put the end on, the Ethernet end on. It goes cap, grommet, and then this. I covered up my hole with the bracket, so I had to make another hole, but that's no big deal. And once you get it done, that's what it should look like. Weather sealed connector. And then just push that, I'm just gonna push that up into my hole and screw my camera on. Well, the reason why I cut that in two is because I nicked my Ethernet cable, trying to make that hole bigger so I could get that through it. So now I have to put a new end on. And this is why you always leave yourself extra wire. Well, that's the other side of where I shoved that first camera wire, where all the other wires are. And I ran it over here underneath this duct, and here's the wire. And I'm gonna run it over here into there. There is a workbox with a brush plate through it. So I'm just gonna shove it through there, and on the other side of that hole is my network rack. And up here in my garage attic, I did some upgrades. I installed some lights over here, and I wired them down to a switch. So when I turn on my switch, I have light for when I run wires to my network rack. And as you can see, over there is a mess. But here, I will show you over there, right there, that gray wire is the other camera. So I'm gonna grab that and pull it over to the other side and get it hooked up to the network rack. This is the other side of the wall. I got the 2 Ethernet ends put on the Cat6, and I'm gonna plug them into 4 and 8 on this switch here. It's an old Ubiquiti PoE switch. I'm not sure what model it is. But I'm gonna get these plugged up here and see if we get activity lights. Yep, the one on the left did. Yep, and the one on the right did. So we got activity lights. So I just gotta go into the NVR's interface here and adopt them, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Got the cameras plugged into the switch, and I logged into my Unify Cloud controller, and it has Unify Protect on it. That's why it says it found the cameras, but I don't use the controller. I use the UNVR. So what I'm doing in here is I'm setting up VLANs for those 2 ports. I'm switching them over to my camera VLANs. So I believe I said it was port 4 and port 8. So we'll go to Unify Devices. We'll go to my PoE switch, and 4 and 6. Sorry, it was 4 and 6 because they're right next to each other. So we'll go to Port Manager, click on 4, click on 6, and native VLAN/network, we'll move them to my camera network, which is VLAN 101, and we'll hit Apply Changes, Confirm. And sometimes you have to power cycle the cameras for them to get a new IP from my router. So we'll click on 4 and hit power cycle, proceed. And then we'll click on 6 and hit power cycle, proceed. And here in a minute, they'll turn off and on and get new IPs. In the meantime, we'll log into my UNVR. So I will open up the Unify Protect app because my laptop was not wanting to cooperate. And it says update protect application, but it also found the cameras. New camera G5 turret ultra found, new camera G5 turret ultra found. So we'll hit adopt on that one, and we'll hit adopt on that one, and wait for them to adopt, and they should pop up here on the list shortly. There's one of them, and on the other. And as you can see, I have one of them sideways. I will fix that. But here in a minute, I'll show you outside and I'll show you the finished product. Alright, there's what the finished product looks like on this side. So I can see this side of my yard, and then I'll show you the other side here. Alright, there's the other one. Now I can see this part of my yard. I went ahead and upgraded my audio, so leave a thumbs up if the audio sounds better from my other videos. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.